Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast of Real Talk with AlexTrinh. And in this podcast of Real Talk with AlexTrinh, this podcast will be different. That is right. And this podcast for the month of February will be dedicated to honoring and also remembering Kobe Bryant. So, if you're here for that regular mumbo jumbo, all the other stuff that I talk about on Real Talk with AlexTrinh, such as politics, channel updates, and the current state of the Los Angeles Lakers, that can wait. That is right. Those things that I just mentioned can always wait. So that is why I'm gonna hold off talking about those things and hold it for the March Real Talk with AlexTrinh podcast. But for the month of February podcast, we will be talking about how we will be talking about remembering and honoring Kobe Bryant. So with that being said, let's start off of how I found out about Kobe stuff. And if you're a regular here on my YouTube channel, you know that I'm a huge Kobe Bryant fan. And always talk about him when I get the chance to do it on my YouTube channel. So, as you can see, and what I mean about how I talk about him on my YouTube channel, I unbox NBA trading cards, and when Kobe retired, I started to collect Kobe Bryant cards, since the next season he's not going to be on a trading card. So I just went with it, and all of a sudden that helped actually grew an interest of an audience on this YouTube channel that collecting trading cards. Who would have thought that there was an audience of collecting NBA trading cards? But that said, I talk about him when I get the chance, and you can also look at my YouTube channel, and in the videos tab, I adore him, and you can see the videos that I did. And one of the top videos that is trending on my YouTube channel is Great Moments of Kobe Bryant, 1 hour montage, Los Angeles Lakers top 10 plays. And you can see all the stuff that I do on my YouTube channel. Kobe Bryant top 10 moments as a Laker, Panini Kobe Bryant Hero Villain limited edition NBA cards, and NBA 2K17 Legend Edition Xbox One unboxing, and just recently NBA 07 PlayStation Portable unboxing, and another tribute to Kobe Bryant. I did a gaming video on NBA 2K20 Forever a Legend Remembered, and sports, and also did an unpacking, which was last week, was an unpacking of Sports Illustrated Kobe Bryant Special Edition issue, and for the future episode of Unbox with AlexTrinh, expect an unboxing of Kobe Bryant Mamba Mentality, How I Play book. So that being said, I know that was an emphasis on why I adore him so much and talk about a lot about him on my YouTube channel. But first things first is that I found out about his death through ESPN Los Angeles 710, and it was a normal Sunday, driving around in my car, and it was announced that on ESPN 710, it was breaking news, and I would have not think that this would be breaking news. I mean, it was Adrian Wojnarowski, breaking news. And when I heard breaking news by Woj, I thought it was some kind of trade that was going down, but it was not. It was Kobe's death. And this is the exact words that I heard through the dude that announced his death. It was like, breaking news: Kobe Bryant has passed away at age 41. And first off, I was like in disbelief. I was in huge disbelief, and I thought that this was some kind of misunderstanding or a mistake here. And I was like, did I hear that right? Kobe Bryant passed away at age 41. And the next thing that went through my mind is like, but how? Through natural causes, old age? And I was like, Kobe's 41. How can he die of old age? And so I started to get confused of what is going on and questioning myself if I heard that right. Then the next thing, the reporter or the radio announcer said he died in a helicopter crash, and it all started to make sense. It's all started to connect the dots, and I was like, damn. And then my jaw just dropped. My jaw just literally dropped. And a couple of minutes later, I'm trying to process this. Is this real? Is this real life? And it was like a nightmare that I thought that I can wake up from, but no, it's not a nightmare. But hours later, in the car driving for hours, stopped by stopped the car and had to get out my phone to see if what is going on here. Went on my social media accounts, and when I launched that social media app, my hand was literally shaking because it was true from multiple sources. And at first, I didn't become emotional. I was just in disbelief. The next day, what hit me hard. Then a day after that was even more harder. And it was shocking of what the outcome became for me. And I really love the outpouring of the love that this city displayed. And I am fortunate enough to go to work, to commute from my home to Los Angeles. And every time when I commute Los Angeles, all you can see is Laker galore, Laker love, Laker colors, in remembering Kobe Bryant. And as you can see here on your screen, this is a shot of the Santa Monica Pier, the Ferris wheel that pays tribute to Kobe Bryant. And not only that, you even have metro buses displaying R.I.P. Kobe. You have light rail, R.I.P. Kobe. You have buildings that is hanging, flying up Kobe jersey, a huge version of Kobe jersey. You have the lights of the buildings in downtown LA turning to purple and gold. And you have some cars that you see on the freeway that have Laker flags. And only Laker flags can come out when the Lakers are in the playoffs. But this occasion was remarkable of what of the outpouring of love that is shown by Laker fans. And being a huge Los Angeles Lakers fan, glad to be part of what of trying to honor the passing of Kobe Bryant. So this news, as I continue to talk on, I really don't have a script for this. I'm just going to talk and see where this goes. That being said, back to where I was. Kobe, man. Kobe, as you can see, Kobe made an impact on the millions of lives, if not billions of lives, that he touched throughout the world. Kobe is bigger than LA. I mean, you have people wearing Kobe jerseys at other sporting venues. You even have across the country, across the world, in China and in the Philippines, that they're painted murals. And pretty good to know that Kobe affected millions of lives. And not only his basketball play, but his awesome work ethic, Mamba mentality. And I've, on 710 ESPN radio, based in Los Angeles, they shared, listeners of the radio show, shared multiple stories and share their experience of how Kobe affected their lives. And as I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share my story of how Kobe affected my life. So, how Kobe affected my life. So, started watching the Lakers ever since they've been winning championships in the 2000s, and remembering the 2005 Lakers, where they didn't make the playoffs. I still watched Kobe. Watched Kobe knock down the game-winning shot against the Suns in 2006. Remember how we were where we were when Kobe scored 81 points. Remembered how Kobe scored one MVP in 2008. Won 2 championships with Gasol in 2009 and 10. Remembered how Kobe tore his Achilles and got back up and knocked down 2 free throws. Remembered how Kobe ended his career with a 60-point game. But those are the things that he has done on the court. And I'm going to talk about more about the things that he has done off the court. The things that he's done off the court is just his recent years, not being a basketball player, but more of a father figure, is his storytelling. And his storytelling, Dear Basketball, and his book, Kobe Bryant, Mamba Mentality, How I Play, is so inspirational. I sometimes get emotional just reading the books since he has passed. And Kobe affected my life through his work ethic of how he approached the game, because his Mamba mentality is where I am right now, with a job that I really love. I mean, hard work pays off. As Kobe said, or I'm going to paraphrase one of the quotes because I don't really remember word per word. All the hard work that you don't want to do but still do it anyway, you stay up way night, deep into the dark. It's the dream. It's part of the dream, part of the process, and you're living that dream. And that is something that I'm doing right now. I'm living the dream, and that dream is creating videos for clients that I have here. And a huge client that I really love to work with just gave me that passion to become more of a hard worker. And it is just pretty amazing that of how if he affected millions of lives. And let me say this, let me tell you this, I would not be here today if it wasn't his approach to the game, his Mamba mentality. Let me say it again. I would not be here where I am today with a high-paying job that I love to do, that I don't mind doing for free. To be honest with you, I would not be in the situation today if it wasn't for his Mamba mentality. So, talking about Mamba mentality, what is Mamba mentality? Mamba mentality, in my own words, is that never giving up passion and do whatever it takes to achieve that goal or achieve that dream. That is my definition of Mamba mentality, and I apply that Mamba mentality in everything that I do. And that said, applying that Mamba mentality in everything of what I do makes me where I am today, makes me who I am today, where I am today, with a high-paying job that I love, and clients that I love serving with, working with. And it is pretty sad that he is gone, because he has more to give in his post-life as a father, not post-life, post-career, as after playing basketball. He won an Oscar. He wants to give storytelling and inspire the next generation to do whatever it takes to achieve their own dreams. And I find that pretty inspiring. And pretty sad. It's pretty sad that Kobe's gone, because he would have been successful of whatever dream that he was going to do. He opened his own. He has his own studio called Granity Studio that is dedicated to inspiring the next generation of how to better themselves, on how to inspire others and give back. And he would have been successful, like how he is successful on the court, winning 5 championships, 1 MVP, being third at that time on an all-time scoring record. And it is pretty sad that he is gone. And this is something that is unimaginable. When I heard about Kobe stuff, the world for me just literally stopped. It literally stopped. And for a couple of days, for a week or more, every time I wake up, I thought I was going to wake up from a nightmare. Because the first thing that I wake up, I'm like, Kobe's gone. Kobe's not here today. And it's pretty sad to think that way, as I even mentioning it right now on Real Talk with AlexTrìn. But that said, I'm sure I can continue to go on, but I don't want to make this long. And that being said, how am I going to go forward, since the world just literally stopped? But physically, that mentally, the world just stopped. But physically, the world keeps moving, and we have to go on and live without Kobe. And for the last portion of Real Talk with AlexTrìn honoring Kobe, I'm going to talk about how we should honor Kobe, and how Kobe would want us to honor him. So, how Kobe would want to be honored. The thing that I would honor him is continue his legacy. How we can continue his legacy is preach what he practiced, Mamba mentality. And every time if you're studying for an exam or doing a project for a client, always work hard because nothing is promised tomorrow. It seems like a cliche, but it is what we just witnessed and heard about the news. Never take anything for granted is something that is part of Mamba mentality, and how I will continue to honor him and remember him from this day forward is continue to keep that work ethic, if not try to be a better try to become a better individual in the profession that I have in. And that is something that I want to honor him by, is learn new things and become a better individual, better individual creator, and learn new things that I've thought that I would never have to learn. And that is something that I'll honor him by a bit. That being said, please share your experience of how, if you're a Kobe fan or a Los Angeles Lakers fan, please share your experience or a story of how Kobe affected your life, because I really love listening to people on the radio share their experience, and it's pretty beautiful of how Kobe has affected millions of people, if not billions, around the world. So, with that being said, we need to come together, because we need to accept the fact that Kobe's gone, and we need to come together and honor him of what he would do. I mean, that is my own version, but share your experience of how you will honor him. And with that being said, I'm going to end it for this episode for this podcast of Real Talk with Alex Trinh. If you like this podcast, please give this podcast a huge thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below on what you think about what I said about Kobe Bryant and on how we should honor him. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and be sure to check out my other YouTube content that is on this channel. And thank you for listening to Real Talk with Alex Trinh, and I'll see you on the next one.